Nofx, the punk rock giants, have rocked the scene for almost 40 years. Defying major labels, they've earned a massive following with their raw sound, led by the ironically named Fat Mike. Their journey is a roller coaster marked by drug battles, humor, and unique musical twists, like trumpet solos. With 15 albums under their belt, they've influenced bands like Blink-182 and Green Day. But what's the untold story behind their rebellious rise to punk stardom? What were the major controversies that fueled their turbulent journey, and how did they overcome it all? We'll keep on watching to find out. In the early 80s, guitarist Eric Melvin crossed paths with bassist/vocalist Mike Burkett, affectionately known as Fat Mike. Inspired by a Boston hardcore punk band named Negative FX, they decided to start their own band, originally naming it Nofx. Joining forces with drummer Eric "Smelly" Sandin, the journey of Nofx began. Their first foray into music was a demo called "Thalidomide Child," recorded in 1984 and produced by Don Bowles, the drummer of the legendary Germs. Ironically, this demo didn't make waves at the time, with Fat Mike even claiming that no copies of it existed. However, history would have a twist in store for them as the demo resurfaced and was re-released in 2012. In 1985, they released their self-titled debut EP, Nofx, on Mystic Records. It wasn't a massive hit initially, but gained new life in 1992 when it was included in the Maximum Rock and Roll CD. As Nofx evolved, their lineup saw several changes. Eric "Smelly" Sandin took a hiatus, during which he was replaced by Scott Sellers and later Scott Aldal. Tragically, the band also lost a member in a car accident, Dave Allen. The year 1986 saw the release of their EP, So What If We're on Mystic?, which was a significant step in their journey. In 1987, Dave Casillas joined as the second guitarist, and they released The PMRC Can Suck on This, which strongly criticized the PMRC's campaign for music censorship. Interestingly, the original cover featured an edited S&M photo, later changed to a photo of Eric Melvin for the re-released version. Their first studio album, Liberal Animation, recorded in 1988 with Brett Gurewitz of Bad Religion, is a crucial point in the band's history. While not an instant commercial success, the album played a significant role in shaping the band's identity. The title and lyrics of the album playfully mocked vegetarianism and animal rights, and interestingly, Fat Mike decided to become a vegetarian himself after writing this album. This transformation reflects the band's knack for blending their music with their personal convictions and humor. In 1989, Nofx soared into the punk scene with their second album, S&M Airlines, released through Epitaph Records. By 1991, there was a change in the lineup as Steve Kidweiler left, and Aaron Abeda, better known as El Jefe, joined the band as their new guitarist. With El Jefe's fresh energy, Nofx rolled out the EP The Longest Line and the full-length album White Trash, Two Heaves, and a Bean in 1992. This period also witnessed the release of Maximum Rock and Roll, a compilation that revisited their early singles and demo tracks, giving fans a glimpse of their musical roots. However, the real breakthrough came in 1994 when they released their fifth studio album, Punk in Drublic. It achieved gold status and catapulted them into mainstream punk rock success. Despite the tempting offers from major record labels, Nofx decided to stay fiercely loyal to their independent roots, a commitment they confirmed with the release of their live album, I Heard They Suck Live, in 1995. The band continued to keep the music flowing, delivering albums like Heavy Petting Zoo in 1996 and So Long and Thanks for All the Shoes in 1997. Then, in 1999, they pushed boundaries with the release of The Decline, an epic single-track extended play, clocking in at a staggering 18 minutes, making it one of the longest punk songs ever recorded. Fast forward to 2000, when Nofx made a significant shift in their journey by releasing their eighth studio album, Pump Up the Volume. This move marked their transition from Epitaph Records to Fat Mike's own label, Fat Wreck Chords, which granted them more artistic freedom and control over their music. In 2003, the band took on a more political tone with the release of The War on Errorism. This album featured politically charged songs and kicked off their Rock Against Bush campaign, which was spearheaded by Fat Mike. As a part of this campaign, he organized the website punkvoter.com, curated 2 chart-topping Rock Against Bush albums, and initiated the Rock Against Bush U.S. tour. This period underscored their dedication to addressing social and political issues through their music. Nofx didn't stop there. They continued to release albums, and in 2012 they launched Self-Entitled. Their commitment to engaging with their fanbase was evident when they introduced the Nofx 7 of the Month Club. During this period, something unusual happened. Fat Mike occasionally transformed into Cokie the Clown during live performances, creating a unique blend of strange, emotional, and intimate shows. Yet, not everything went smoothly, as some of these stunts, like a video insinuating that festival-goers unknowingly drank his urine, garnered both attention and controversy. The band continued to tour and connect with their fans, celebrating milestones like their 30th anniversary with various releases. And as of December 2nd, 2022, they gifted us their latest album, Double Album, as they remained an enduring fixture in the punk scene. Nofx's musical style is often labeled as melodic hardcore, punk rock, skate punk, ska punk, and pop punk, and they have retained their influence and relevance in the punk rock scene. Their willingness to challenge norms, address social and political issues, and stay true to their independent roots has made Nofx a pioneering and enduring force in punk music. Now, let's talk about some controversies surrounding this band. In 2018, Nofx found themselves mired in significant controversy due to highly insensitive comments made by lead vocalist Fat Mike and rhythm guitarist Eric Melvin during a concert in Las Vegas on May 30th, 2018. The remarks they made directly referenced the devastating 2017 Las Vegas shooting. Eric Melvin, attempting to make a joke, stated, quote, "I guess you only get shot in Vegas if you're in a country band." To which Fat Mike replied with a highly inappropriate quote, "You know, that massacre sucked, but at least they were country fans and not punk rock fans." This dark humor in the wake of a real tragedy was met with immediate and widespread condemnation. The fallout from these remarks was swift and severe. The lead sponsor of the Punk in Drublic Festival, Stone Brewing Co., promptly withdrew its support not only from the festival, but also from Nofx's own line of craft beer, a financial hit for the band. As a result of their comments, both Nofx and Me First and the Gimme Gimmes were forcibly removed from the festival's lineup. Recognizing the gravity of the situation and the public outrage, the band issued an apology in which they candidly admitted, quote, "What we said in Vegas was bleeped and insensitive, and we are all embarrassed by our remarks." They acknowledged the inappropriateness of their comments, emphasizing the pain they had caused with their thoughtless words. The consequences of their remarks went beyond a simple apology. In June of 2018, the band claimed that all of their U.S. concerts had been canceled, and they believed that they had been quote-unquote effectively banned from playing in the United States due to the controversy. However, Fat Mike later clarified that it was their promoter, not the venues themselves, who had canceled their shows. Despite the controversy, Nofx remains a fixture in the punk scene with a career spanning over 40 years. Over the years, their musical style has evolved, incorporating more melodic elements and introducing heavier guitar riffs while still preserving their core identity. Their songs are characterized by a blend of snarky humor, catchy melodies, and rapid-fire punk guitar riffs, all delivered with an irreverent spirit and a refusal to take themselves too seriously. Nofx's influence on the music industry has been undeniable. They can be credited with pioneering a sound that paved the way for other pop-punk acts like Green Day and Blink-182. In fact, the band themselves have acknowledged the similarities between their style and Blink-182's music. Eric Melvin humorously noted that OFX was quote-unquote the joking band, and often embraced lowbrow humor in their work. However, NoFX's impact transcends their humorous approach to punk rock. They have been heralded as the quintessential melodic hardcore band, a genre they prefer over the term pop punk. Their influence is evident in a generation of punk bands that successfully blended pop sensibilities with the raw intensity of punk rock guitar riffs. The band's music has even been studied and analyzed in scholarly journals such as Musicology Australia, underscoring their significance in the world of punk and rock music. Despite their long history of controversy and irreverence, Nofx learned that there are lines that must not be crossed. In the aftermath of the 2017 Las Vegas shooting, they discovered that even as a well-established and defiant punk band, there are consequences for making light of a tragedy that's still fresh in the public's memory. Their apology, though belated, acknowledged the severe nature of their comments and their lack of sensitivity, serving as a lesson in the responsibilities that come with their influential platform in the music world. Also, the band recently revealed their last ever tour dates. They've confirmed that once these shows are done, they'll be calling it quits.
I suppose the first riff that I heard that maybe you want to be a good bass player was Steve Soto's riff in The Adolescents.
This decision follows their lead singer, Fat Mike, telling fans on Instagram that 2023 would be the band's final year. If you enjoyed this musical journey through Nofx's history, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more engaging content about music history.